What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So this is going to be day 2 or part 2 of the seat deletes. No, I'm just playing. So this is going to be like day 2 of cleaning my interior. If you haven't seen the previous video, make sure you watch it. It is a pretty satisfying video. I basically took out all the seats, cleaned out all the carpets and the mats. So everything's looking brand new right now. So on today's video, I'm just going to be cleaning out everything I basically didn't cover on the other video. So that's the door panels, the dash, center console, steering wheel, and all like the other trim pieces around the car. And like I say in every single video, most underrated channel, make sure you subscribe and leave a like. Let's get into it. I'm just gonna use a microfiber and some water. You can mix it up with soap if you want, just like take out all the dirt. This is pretty much probably like 50% of all the dirt removed from the door panels. Clean out the surface, I got this Meguiar's Interior Detailers bottle. It's like sprayed inside the brush, because if you spray it on the trim piece, it pretty much like gets everywhere. And there's some spots in the car like you don't want to get this thing on. Alright, and while you're cleaning this, I just want to say one more thing. When you use this, when you spray it on the brush and you go over it, make sure you clean it immediately, because if not, the dirt pretty much just dries up and it just stays there. If you don't wipe it off, it's not going to come off. Alright, so I just finished cleaning all the door trims, but I'm not done just yet. You see how crusty they are still? You can see like it's not shiny at all. It just has like a matte look to it, and I don't really like that. So I'm gonna be using this Meguiar Supreme Shine. So what this does, it makes like all the trims look extra glossy. So what I'm gonna do, I got this applicator pad right here. It's microfiber. So I'm just gonna spray a little. Spray a little like that on the pad. I don't recommend it spraying directly onto the trim piece, because you don't want that mist like going everywhere, especially like not on your glass. So this is what it looks like without the Supreme Shine. And on this side, I put the Supreme Shine on, and look how much shiny and better it looks. It literally looks like a brand new trim piece. While on this side, it's just like some matte, ugly, dry looking thing. So now that the door panels are done, I'm gonna move on to pedals. And to clean this, I'm just gonna lay down a rag right here, because I already cleaned the carpets and I don't want like any dirty water or anything getting on to the car carpets while I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna place a rag right here. All you basically need for this is a bottle of water, soapy water, and a grandma's toothbrush. So I got the door panels and the pedals covered already. So I'm gonna move on to the trims and center console now. This is like super dusty. There's stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna start by just using regular soap water and a dust cloth. Just like wipe off the dust first. Look how much dust I just like picked up from the dash. That's nasty. I've been driving around with this. It's worse. Look at all these compartments, like my holder and all this stuff. So I'm gonna start by just vacuuming all this first. Try to get everything loose. So I got this really cool attachment for this, for the vacuum. What it does is like you can dust and like it vacuums at the same time. So it's actually really good for like tight spots like this, where I can just like brush and vacuum at the same time. Alright, so I finished vacuuming pretty much everything that I can. So I'm just gonna start off by just spraying the same interior cleaning into here, and I'm just gonna let it soak for a bit. I'm just gonna let that soak for like a minute or so. Same thing that I did on the trim pieces, I'm gonna be doing on the dash. Straight to the brush, and I'm just gonna work myself into it. And then before it dries, you just gotta wipe it out quickly. It's the same steps that I took to clean out the door trims. And it is okay to like use these type of brushes on only this screen, not on the dash, because the screen is like touch resistable, so it won't leave any scratches or anything. So remember when I put this product into my cup holder to let it sit through, and this is what it became. It's disgusting. So what it did, it pretty much just like ate all the gooey stuff through, and they're kind of just like floating around. So what you can do, you can either use like a steamer and a cloth and just wipe everything off. If you have like a wet dry vacuum, you can actually just like vacuum all the dirt out. So I'm just gonna be using a vacuum. So there's still like sticky spots a little bit more, so I'm just gonna spray one more time and just let it sit. Holy, look how clean this is. It literally looks brand new now. Alright, so now that all the vacuuming and cleaning done, so I'm just gonna use the applicator powder and the Supreme Shine and basically just go all over the car and make everything look shiny as possible. Now for the last bit, I gotta put the seats in there, but before I do that, you see all this dirt? I'm gonna vacuum everything first, and then I'll be using this leather protection all over the seat. So you guys see the difference? This one is with the leather shine, and this one doesn't have anything. It's just the interior cleaner. This one looks a lot more shiny, and this one has the same exact ugly matte look. What's even more ugly about this is that it shows like all the marks and everything. Compared to this one, it barely shows anything. You see all these marks? You can barely see it on this, because this one makes it look a lot more glossy. all these plastics right here to make it look more shiny. I'm just gonna use the Supreme Shine once again with the different applicator. Alright, so now I'm just gonna take both of them and just put it in the car.